Well, hello everybody. We're back now. One other time before we take off to go to Parrington Park in just a little bit. Thought before we take off. Thought before our ride gets here in a little bit, in less than another hour and a half to go to Parrington Park and stuff. That we would do one other vlog and video. That once again, it's definitely a gorgeous once again, it's definitely a pretty gorgeous afternoon here in Rochester area. You know, got a good bit of a breeze and stuff right now. One other thing I thought I'd also say as well, it's kind of sounding like we could have a hot, it's kind of sounding like we could have a hotter than average summer 2020, which would ultimately kind of be a good thing, because that would be the biggest thing that it sounds like could reduce the, current coronavirus situation for the time being, for a while. And so the way I could kind of see it, the way winter had started out just kind of, normal, people getting out and doing stuff, in good weather, when the weather wasn't really rough. But then the second half of winter 2020 was when the lockdown, the coronavirus lockdown, the coronavirus lockdown had started. So maybe, like, the way we could predict summer 2020 could start out kind of quiet, but then once a lot of the heat and humidity and hot and muggy weather, warm and muggy weather, hot and humid weather, consistently comes around, perhaps that could reduce the, coronavirus situation for a while, or at least a little while, or for at least a little while, or for a while and stuff, for a while. So then, wouldn't say things would get completely back to normal, but could have at least a little bit more stuff going on. But, so summer 2020 could end up kind of going in reverse from how winter 2020 had ended up being. In the case of, the, coronavirus pandemic situation, again, summer 2020 could start out quiet based on things going on, and then perhaps if the heat and humidity results in, stuff, reducing and kind of maybe not completely killing the virus, but, killing the virus enough for at least the time being, or for at least a while, for at least a little while, for at least a while and stuff, then where to the point where it's safe enough to have maybe not a great deal more stuff end up, going on and being an option for going out and doing stuff, but at least a little more stuff, then, that's what I mean by summer 2020 kind of going in reverse from how winter 2020 had been. You know, right now it's definitely not easy to keep a whole lot of optimism up right now. You know, I know almost everyone's optimism has definitely turned and kind of, you know, has definitely dropped and, you know, not been that great with the current coronavirus pandemic situation going on right now. You know, it's not easy to have a lot of optimism right now, but, you know, and, you know, I mean, they're at least giving it a try with at least right now what they just started a few days ago. What they just start what they just started just a few days ago, almost a week ago now, phase 1 of reopening stuff. But of course, you know, the problem is now that people have obviously not gotten, like, you know, or obviously not gotten like their freedom back a great deal, but at least their freedom back to, you know, get out and do certain things like go to the parks or state parks and stuff. And, you know, like kind of tying in with what we're kind of getting ready to do. Go to parent. We're kind of tying in with what we're getting ready to do in a little bit. Going to Parrington Park for a little while, for right up around a few hours and stuff today, and as of now, maybe tomorrow as well. But you know, so what I'm getting to saying is, the problem is that, you know, it's, of course, yes, it's gotten a bunch of people excited again to be able to kind of get out of their, what's kind of become more like their comfort zone with the full lockdown that had gone on up until now. You know, and so there's probably prone to be at least hundreds of people at least the area state parks, maybe even a good bit of the beaches and stuff, you know, right on some of the area state parks that are right on the lake, right on Lake Ontario, you know, which of course, you know, right now, obviously, is kind of off and on a problem, you know, with the social distancing, you know, stuff, you know, in place right now. You know, so that could kind of jeopardize some stuff a little bit, you know. Just kind of see what happens, I guess. You know, they're taking a crack at least at phase 1 for now. You know, I mean, can't say we're off to a real good start. I guess we're off to an all right start, maybe even a decent start, but, you know, not a great start, probably. Not a great start. Okay. All right, that's as far as we're going to bring vlogging the video. Be sure to go down, like I've usually said quite a lot before. All right, hang on, let me put this down. Like I've said before, be sure to go down, hit that, be sure to go down, be sure